Right, I think we're live now. Let's go. Alright. And this time I've actually picked the right save file. First try. Greetings. You're not immediately showing up on the thing. Alright, let's see. Hopefully you will next time you talk. Alright, you seem to be showing up now, goodly. You can never have enough escape ropes. Oh god, I just realized that a lot of like relatively new like gamers, like a lot of young ones will probably just not even know what an escape rope is at this rate. Oh no. We've gone so long without dungeons and with so many easy teleportation tools and such that I don't think that item is just relevant for them anymore. That's a weird thought. catch one for the dex, but I have no fondness for this creature. Oh lord. Gen 1 had a lot of bangers. Jinx is not one of them. Like, they got a lot right on the first try. Jinx is still probably one of their very worst tries. I didn't intend to do that. Will this drag me to the lower floor immediately? It will. Okay, now I think the water is still there now because of the blocks we threw there earlier. Let's see, we might be able to block the entire thing off now. Yeah, let's go. Man, the way Jinx came in with that cry was just like a diversity higher jump scare. Now, it's already here, alright. We could go for it right here, right now. I'm not sure if that's actually a good idea. I think we'll just take the satisfaction of having beaten the puzzle for now. they block it off now that you're no longer forced down that path. I'm guessing Zapdos is also available in that overseas game. Yeah, like earlier today I finally started watching Cardcaptor Sakura, like 5 episodes or so of it. I see why it's so incredibly popular. Like, I can see how it became such an amazing classic right away. Like, you can tell the sheer amount of passion that went into, like, making sure everything was just wonderful. True. I love magical girls. I really need to like make sure I don't have such a ridiculous blind spots in the stuff I've seen. Also, her friend is absolutely based as hell. Like, already basically just being determined to film everything your bestie does long before she even became a magical girl. Crazy stuff. She was doing it already just for the love of the game. Neato. I am glad that these days it's so much easier to just adjust your moveset than it used to be. Because it's like, at this point, in like Legends games especially, it's just, you can learn these moves, you can just put the moves on them. I think that is such a nice system. Like, to me that's absolutely beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, come on, kid, put me in a self-defense situation. Just fucking try me, kid. Oh no. Oh no, I had to push that magical girl down because she was like putting me in a self-defense situation. You know, I hadn't really thought about it before, but I guess that with like Cinnabar Island's volcano blowing up and basically destroying the town, that would get rid of like a lot of the evidence of like Mewtwo's creation too. Like, I doubt Mewtwo was especially well known before that, but after that, that certainly like cleaned a lot of those remaining tracks up. Also, I do think it's interesting how I'm actually kind of glad that from my understanding, what I was told by someone that had apparently like seen the mystery gift Mewtwo quest ahead of time. Fuck, it brings me all the way back, doesn't it? I saw it just a second too late. That is irksome. Oh well. What was I saying? Apparently there's no, like, confirmation as to whether the Mewtwo in Kalos is a new one or anything. Apparently, what they say is that, like, it's a Mewtwo that's drawn there by, like, the power of Mega Evolution. Which, I think the options were either something like that, or potentially, like, Team Flare having created another Mewtwo that they couldn't like contain or something like that. It's interesting that they went with the angle of not hard confirming that there's another Mewtwo. Like, stuff like that has generally been up in the air as to whether legendary Pokemon have multiple copies or not. Awkward to read about that while Mewtwo is just standing there right next to me. I thought he was doing a 180. Oh well, we'll just have to knock his block off. By the way, aren't like Tutankhamun and Meinehoch coming to FGO soon? Like, I need to make sure like I don't use any grills or such in the meantime. See, the thing with that is like, I think there's sort of an implication, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think that usually when a legendary Pokemon is caught, it's released sooner or later for one reason or another. Because, like, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that in X and Y, aren't Xerneas and Yveltal, like, mandatory catches? Like, I think they might be. And yet in ZA they are, once again, just out there. Now that either means there's multiple of them, or that at some point the Pro Tags just release them back into the wild. I'm leaning towards them being caught sometimes and then just being released again later. I'm not 100% sure though. I like that in Pokemon Generations, Callum he catches Xerneas. Immediately the fight starts with Lysander and his Mega Gyarados, and he just gets one shot by a Moonblast, and it's like, yeah, the people that picked Pokemon X sure had a game accurate viewing there, huh? Honestly, I personally feel a little bit mixed about like mandatory catches. I feel like they can be really good, but they need to be used sparingly. Like, Zekrom versus Reshiram, that was like the perfect mandatory catch. Something like Xerneas and Yveltal, it's like, they're probably okay, but they're not really amazing either, let's just say. Oh. Yeah, probably a little bit insensitive of me to bring that thing here, huh? I really like the implication here that, like, the starter clones and Amber 2 are in there. But yeah, like... I'd comment on, like, Eternatus being a good or a bad mandatory catch, but let's be honest. That's, like, the least of the Sword and Shield story's concerns. Like, talking about whether that's good or bad is just nitpick city. Just casually bringing a Mewtwo to him, as if that doesn't have, like, significance to him. Powerful. I hope the doors are in different poses. This is a tough one. Powerful. that's gonna be... yeah, nice, nice. It's not even a special attacker. What do you mean, nasty plot? Ninetales, or as I like to call it, a little bit less than 10 stories. Easy. Oh, I like that his tie actually seems to be burnt at the end. Yeah, Ghost would have been a pretty fitting one. That being said, like, I think it would be more interesting if, like, the existing Ninetales were Fire Ghost, and the variant would be Fairy Ice like it is. I don't know. You know, I honestly don't remember if we still need to get Fly later, or if we've just missed it somewhere along the way. Thankfully, Kanto is small enough that it's not a big concern either way. True. I like that they turned that whole bit about what his name was into a joke, like an in-universe joke. Oh. Powerful. It's a shame that I just don't have... what should we call it? Don't have a mega fitting Pokemon on my team. Wow, now let's see who this mysterious gym leader is going to be. True. Hi there, Gatria. Don't remember if you've been in any of these streams before, but always happy to have new people. Even if they distract me and make me use Payday instead of a psychic SMH. Sigh, this is everyone's fault but my own. Well, happy to have you here then, yay yay. Hell yeah. Oh no. I do like that in Pokemon Masters they implied that like that opening scene of Pokemon Red and Blue where the Nidoran and the Gengar are fighting are actually like Oak's Nidoran against Agatha's Gengar. Gengar. Wait, are you actually allowed to say Gengar with a hard R? Or is it like one of those forbidden words? That's that's Gengar for you, normal boy. Keep walking, fairy type. Oh no. That's not like most of the way done with Age of Imprisonment now, which I think I made the right call in deciding to just play that game off stream instead of making it a stream game. I am quite enjoying it, but the pacing is a little bit dubious. Like, it takes a long while for it to get going, and once it does, Ganondorf basically just disappears out of the picture entirely. And it's like... I think that the Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom, he kind of needed exactly this kind of game to flesh him out, considering he was kind of a nothing burger in that game. But then they ended up still not doing much with him here, so it's like, come on, mate, what are you doing? Though I do quite like the whole Knight construct thing. And I will say that, like, it feels like some of Tears of the Kingdom's story was kind of left incomplete, almost as if to keep room for this game. Because it's like, oh yeah, here are these like 4 sage characters that you will never see a fucking thing about in the game. You won't learn their names, you won't see a thing about what they do, what like their history is. And then in this game they don't do an amazing job of making me care for them. It's just like, they're just kind of there, they're alright. It's like, I feel like that's a little bit of a fumble there, you know? Like, it's a good game, but I feel like it's missing some notable marks. That, and because it's like a Warriors game, if you can't like go effectively in a straight line, I don't think Warriors games make particularly good streaming material. Warriors games are better for like your second screen while you're watching something else. Like I did that while watching like Lord of the Rings, and my eyes were primarily on Lord of the Rings. I even did a bit of that with Cardcaptor Sakura, because it's like, Warriors games are not particularly difficult. They are just... Oh shit, okay, let's go. Oh, I like that it has like a map of the Kanto region there. Cool implications. I wonder if he'll still use a Persian or not, because it was put on his team as like an anime reference, but it doesn't fit the ground type gym leader thing. So I think that Persian might have just been there for decoration. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, like, if nothing else, Giovanni has a lot of aura. I really think that he is a character that got significantly better over the years. Right on, Maween. Rhydon is just one of those Pokemon whose name is practically begging to become a Ligma. Easy. Yeah, I think Lusamine is probably my second favorite, and then Giovanni in his like more modern appearances is like probably my favorite, because like I really appreciate that in Masters they basically brought in the Rainbow Rocket Giovanni, who had effectively won everything in his own universe already, and then decided, okay, I need to strive for even more power. Like, I've won everything, I need to win even bigger. It's like, now I need to satisfy this continuing greedy hunger. Like, that makes him really fun to me. Especially because he actually, like, properly... How would I put it? He is actually, like, a genuinely clever villain. I feel like a lot of the time people don't know how to write a villain that's actually competent. In his case, he does a lot to actually really stand out as someone that whose plans make sense and lead him to a better position. Even if he ultimately loses, he'll still like gain something from it that will make him more of a menace next time he returns. Like, for example, at the end of the villain arc, he opens a lot of, like, portals to, like, ultra wormholes in order to get a lot of, like, ultra beasts for his minions to easily fight with. But what I like about that as well is that after he's actually lost with the whole villain arc, like, Hoopa has been returned to like its rightful owner. Like Pasio is no longer under his control. The island is saved. All of that. He still ends up a bit stronger than he was before because he ended up pairing up with a whatchamacallit, with a what was his name? A Guzzlord from all of that, which is just sick. Like, a Guzzlord is such a fitting Pokemon for him to have. I hope that they do something with him soon in the Arceus arc, because like, in the Arceus arc with Blue, I appreciate that he got his chance to fight Blue, and unfortunately Blue won with Giovanni not putting up enough of a fight. But the fact that Giovanni witnessed an Arc-Suit awakening has me hoping that like he'll now go after that extra power that comes from the whole Arceus Arc-Suit thing nonsense. Like, thanks to Volo's actions, he has his hands on an Ultimate Sync Stone, which means that he could potentially awaken an Arc-Suit in the future. I hope that he'll basically discover how to abuse effectively the power of God for himself. Like, that's the kind of shit he's generally up to anyway. It is a shame that Volo has kind of like tipped his hand at this point. It's like, on one end, I'm not sure if it's good or bad that he did. Because like, I appreciate that he has now, whatchamacallit. 1 second here. Because like, Volo has basically been helping people awaken their Arc-Suits so that he can effectively learn the process and get there himself. But after his own attempt to awaken it failed, he basically let the mask slip entirely and basically stole Giratina away from Cynthia again. So it's like, I'm curious to see where they'll take him with that. At the same time, it probably limits his potential to actually be scheming now. So I wonder what they're going with now. I should make sure to teach Earthquake to Nidoking soon. I really do like that your rival actually gets with the Cubone from the tower in this game. That was an inspired choice. It feels a little bit weird how your rival just acknowledges you as effectively being your superior already in this one. I like that they still acknowledge the stupid autograph. It's such a dumb bit. Yeah, he's right. Sabrina really is something. Something of a babe, that is. Alright. Now, I'm not planning to go all the way today, but let's at least try and get through a significant chunk here. Cool. And not only am I good enough for you, I'm better than you. Yeah, I'm fucking better than you. Much better. You're garbage. It's been fucking forever since I saw that particular Anna Kasparian clip. Main one I see nowadays because of fucking Actual Justice Warrior is the one where she goes, "Give me the money." No, you give me the money, okay? Like, what the fuck is the context for that? For the shit? God, there are some fucking eccentrics out there, man. I have no love for the Young Turks, but they have some funny results. And I will say that, like, Anna Kasparian is one of the more respectable left-wing people out there, which is crazy considering she is also quite a bit out there, but she's moderated herself quite a bit over the years. Oh yeah, like those ace trainers look really nice in this game. I like... girls are cutest when they lose anyway. Then, I mean, that's... It's neither here nor there. If nothing else, this game has a really comfy style. Like, visually, there's very little to complain about in this game. Oh no. It's funny how Hypno and Jinx not getting anything new in forever is probably for very similar and very different reasons at the same time. Oh no. Well, it's a good thing that me and my Mewtwo are undefeatable. Actually... no reason not to. Honestly, I might even use the rare candies on Mewtwo later. Just so we can go all in on him. Ooh. Trust me, buddy, I like it rough. Oh no. Yeah, the new fairy type is gonna make this a bit less effective than I'd like it to be. No. Never mind, maybe... I guess Fairy doesn't resist Ghost. It's one of those matchups that's easy to forget the exact details of. Juggler being a Psychic type trainer class is honestly a little bit odd. I don't fully get it. That's a hell of a thing to say to a little girl in a cave. Oh dear. Yeah, not every trainer class has aged as well as it had, as you might have wanted, huh? Alright, let's preserve a tiny bit of PP on Mewtwo. Yeah, this was a total mistake. Rats. And now I'm gonna get obliterated. That sucks. This is what I get for not just letting my Mewtwo clear everything. Lesson learned, I suppose. I heard there's a child prodigy. There's a Mewtwo-shaped elephant in the room. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm on patrol here. There's like some guy that says he's like trying to whip little girls or something. Okay, very nice. That sure is another legendary we're not really ready to face. We'll definitely be like going after the legendary Pokemon in another stream later, but not right here and not right now. Right now, right now. They need to add a Gigantamax Hitmonchan that just becomes a giant ape for no particular reason. I mean, she wants to teach me a lesson, but I'm the sensei here. No, it is funny that I was basically just making a mediocre Dragon Ball joke, and then she basically mentions the exact mentality with which Jackie Chan defeated Goku. Surely this is a good opportunity to let another one of my Pokemon do his thing. Bloody hell. Fuck's sake. Man, the rest of my team basically needs to work together to be almost as effective as Mewtwo is alone. Ryan is the one that could use the experience the most, all things considered. Oh dear. Give me the money. No, you give me the money, okay? Time to teach those bratty adults a lesson about who's the strongest. You know. It feels a bit wrong, but... Let's go. Well, the good thing is that Rhyhorn won't... Rhyhorn being fainted won't matter anymore. Man, I really am just taking off to Giovanni, huh? It really does blow that we can't get the likes of Rhyperior in this game. Like, it would have been nice to just be able to evolve some Pokemon that got evolutions after Gen 1. In some ways, this game feels a bit confused because it's like an action like only putting in the original 151 is like something you do for purists, but then the purists probably wouldn't want a game this like explicitly casual. And then at the same time, like, and again, I suppose Gen 1ers are like the ultimate casuals in a lot of ways. So I don't know. Well, like, it would have been a good opportunity to introduce people that were going for the nostalgia trip to, like, some new, or, like, to some Pokemon that will be relatively new to them. I mean, being groomed by Giovanni might not be the worst thing. Honestly, I always really like that one trope where it's like the villain completely kicks the asses of like the hero. The hero then has like, wait, I need to be like the villain, and then only after basically going down that path for just long enough to start just destroying himself, only then like finding the original path and becoming even stronger for it. It's like, it's such a wonderful cliche. Yeah, it's like that kind of stuff really is just confusing. Like, what exactly is the audience of Let's Go? Because, like, again, like, you have the purism, and then they give you a fucking keystone after the 7th gym and a bunch of megastones. It's like, it's badass. The game is better for those megas being in there, but what? Honestly, like, Mew vs. Shiro is easily the best one, and it's not particularly close. I say that as someone who does actually like Shiro. Actually, I will say that, like, I do quite like Emiya Alter a lot too. Like, he's probably one of the more meaningful alters all around. Alright, so we're definitely not going to challenge the Elite Four today, but we are going to enter the building and then we're going to save. Because then we can do that the day after today. I think I just said the line, you know, let's go, Eevee. Alright. Now, with that out of the way, I think today was mighty productive here, because I was honestly only planning to go for the Giovanni fight and such. But, like this, I think this is gonna be... Huh. If you swing the fucking the thing around, it just opens the partner play menu. I did not know about that. That's good to know, because it saves me some menu bullshit whenever I'm trying to fly around in this game in the future. But yeah, we're gonna call it here. I think we were more productive than I even intended to be. And then tomorrow we're probably gonna beat the game. On the weekend, I'm suspecting I won't be streaming, but we'll see when the time comes. It's like there's a small chance I will. I'm thinking not. I'll keep you updated if I will. So in the meantime, I'm gonna wish you a lovely one, and I hope to see you all tomorrow.